Hello everybody, Galarian Sangvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we captured one of the two new Regis, Regidrago, but unfortunately we are locked away from getting the other one. That's a problem with making decisions. In this episode, we're gonna go to that tree, but first off, I started off at this point because here is the final footprints we need to collect, the Cavern Pokemon. As you can see, the Cavern's Pokemon's footprints are very obvious. You would have to be completely blind not to see them. Not because they're colorful like the last two footprints, but because they're giant little holes. Hey, let's go check out that tree, where we can explore this area, hunting for footprints, and also maybe eat some legends. You get some rare candies and a life orb. Held by a Pokemon, it boosts the power of moves, but at the cost of some HP after each hit. Really good item if you want your moves to be powerful, but it does cost you HP every single time. Okay, I didn't even see you, Basculin. Even this Ore Spirit out of the way. Down goes the fish. Oh, and apparently it was a special Basculin as well, so I got some watts. So that would Burmailie Lake. Let's explore the lake and see what items we can find. You can find some really good Pokemon here at this lake, actually, like that Pokemon, which I'm blanking on its name, and like Corbinites. There's quite a few Pokemon here. Just watch out for Boltfud. They will constantly chase you in this area. And it's annoying. But yeah. You can encounter quite a few rare Pokemon in this particular area. Also, I believe this is the only area in the Crown Tundra where you can find Galarian Twigs. But if you want Galarian Twigs, I recommend grinding for them at the Isle of Armor, since they appear more commonly there. But you can get some really good berries. There's a lot of rare Pokemon here that you can't find. Like I said, like the only area in the Crown Tundra where you're going to reliably find Galarian Twigs. Alright, well, let's collect some footprints. Nice big cavern. Seems perfect for the Cavern Pokemon. Too bad we currently don't know where it is. Okay. I kind of love how this Pokemon moves around. I'm like, how does this Pokemon move around on a regular basis? Wild Noivern. Even though I think you can capture its I am about to enter a battle. Yep. Yep, even though you can capture Noibat in Galarian Mine number 2, I think it is. So you would have this Pokemon at this point if you choose to use one. But yeah, a lot of powerful Pokemon hang out in this section of the Crown Tundra. It's picking up a Tailwind. Unleash the Pulse. And Violet level up to 82. Some more footy prints. And tons of items. Bag of Stardust. Shiny Stone. Rare Bone. We're finding a lot of good items. Ooh, Aggron. That's a good Pokemon right there. Oh, and you're guarding footprints. Yep, you're gonna run at me, so let's run away a little bit. Get those sweet, sweet footprints. How are we collecting data from these footprints, I might add? It's like, what, are we taking photos of them, or are we like taking samples of the soil? It's like, how are we gathering the footprints as data for us to track down these, track down the Swords of Justice? Anyway, at Everstone, one of the few places you can find one if you need it to get into, Regirock's, temple. Now, out we come from the cavern, and we're already at 50% of our footprints. Also, the weather's not looking really great. I'm pretty sure... Oh, never mind. Didn't look great in the cave as soon as we came out, all bright and sunny. I heard an Eevee. This is like, oh yeah, you can find Eevees very commonly in Crown Tundra. So if you're having trouble finding Eevees and its evolutions, look no further but here. Ooh. Here's a really good Pokemon. Tyrantum. Since it's so easy to get fossil Pokemon in this game, let's see if a Quick Ball will work. One, two, three, and click. Nice! The Quick Ball worked like it's supposed to. But yeah, you can find some pretty sweet Pokemon down here by this lake. This Pokemon is from about... is that 100 million years ago? Is that supposed to be? It has the presence of a king, vicious but magnificent. Send to the box. Anyway, before we check out more of this lake, let's go check out that giant tree, since it's a part of our clue and all. After I gather what footprints I can find near it. Hey, let's go check it out. Damn it, we were watching a really awesome fight. Who called us at this time? We got to see legendary birds, we were watching an awesome fight. Heck, we could have got a chance to capture them. Who dare interrupt us? Oi oi, it's me, Peony. Listen, I wanted to ask you something. Hang on, Chief. There's breaking news on the telly. They're saying Dodgy... Is that Dodgy? For a second I thought I read that as Doggy. Dodgy bird Pokemon are popping up left and right. There's this pointy-feathered one in the wild area. Plus this fiery-looking one out of the Isle of Armor. And this fancy, graceful one appearing flying around about the tundra. Ground Tundra. And oh my god, doing Peony's voice is killing me. Wouldn't it be something if they turn out to be the bird Pokemon I wrote that clue about? And now it's slowly starting to turn into a pirate. If that was the case, I think I would call this expedition something like a legendary tree of a legendary free. Now I've gone and ultra mega completely forget what I called you for in the first place. Well, life's too short to sweat the small stuff. Ta, Chief. So we jotted down the status. The bird of orange dashed off to the wild area. The bird of black flew off to the Isle of Armor, and the bird of purple set off across the Crown Tundra. We can hear one of them right now. But anyway, you may think we'll go after them immediately, but no, I want to check out this area before we go after those birds. We'll go after those birds in the next episode. But anyway, when you approach this tree, you're going to find a lot of Greedent hang out around this tree. And you can interact with it. A huge tree, should you give it a shake? I do not want to give it a shake. You can shake this tree, and if you shake it enough, you will be sucked into a Pokemon den where you will fight a Dynamax Greedent. You cannot capture this Greedent, but if you manage to defeat it, you will be rewarded with a ton of berries for defeating it. So, if you really want berries, which some of the berries I think it gives you is some rare berries, take on that challenge. I believe the Greedent is around level 60 or 70, if I remember correctly. It's actually a very powerful Greedent. And so don't take it on lightly. And there's a nice little island that's gonna hold some importance later on in the future. But anyway, you can find some, I think, berries and apricorns around this tree. Again, not a bad place. Let's check out the remaining surroundings of this lake. Shuckle, very defensive Pokemon. Not great in anything else. Yeah, bully those boat buds, because they'll dash at you the moment they see you. Galarian Twig, sweet. A bottle of PP up, and by the way, that Pokemon there, Indeedee, another example of Pokemon rare to find in the base game, can be easily found in the DLC. If you're looking to capture an Indeedee, especially depending on what version you're playing, as the genders are version specific, come to Crown Tundra. You'll find them in abundance here at this lake in the right kind of weather. Wait, any more footprints around here? Over here we got a TR substitute. Not a bad TR. The user creates a substitute for itself of using some of its HP. The substitute serves as the user's decoy. Can work with some great strategies. Almost done with these footprints. Now here we have a tombstone. Words are carved into this ancient tombstone. Spread my voice. Now this tombstone, I unfortunately cannot show off the function, the feature behind this tombstone. You need to be connected to the internet and be wandering around so that way you can see players randomly show up in your game. By interacting with the tombstone and then interacting with the players throughout that you randomly see throughout the Crown Tundra, once you talk to I believe 50 or so players, you will spawn a Spiritome here at this grave site, where you can battle and capture it. It is the only way to get Spiritomb in the game by if you're trying to capture one rather than, you know, transferring one from Pokemon Home. And of course, just as I warned, Bud will just rush at you. Makes exploring this area on foot a pain in the ass if you want to avoid random encounters. But yeah, but if you're connected to the internet, so that way you can see players running around, so you can speak to them and get various items from them. I just ran into that Bolt-Fud like an idiot. If you talk to enough of them, you will spawn a Spiritomb every 50 or so people you talk to. And I didn't run away? Come on, let's run away. So yeah, I won't be able to show off that feature. If I do it, Let's Play a Pokemon Shield, I will happily show that off. But unfortunately, with seeing this sword or is on an account that does not have access to Nintendo Online, I cannot show off that feature. A Revival Herb. Almost done with the footprints. A jar of yummy honey. Sweet, another wishing star. Okay, let's avoid that Triantrum. Almost there, completing the footprints. Another Indeedee. Man, I love how Crown Tundra made making certain Pokemon that were hard to find in the base game easily findable in this DLC. And we get a Metronome. It boosts the moves you use considerately. Considerately? I cannot say this word to save my life. But only until a different move is used. So basically, the more you use the same move over and over, the more powerful it gets. Consecutively. That's how I think you're supposed to say that word. Even though English is my first language, I cannot speak it very well. I wonder how many that's the case where it's like, you born in a country that speaks English as natural language, and you know you grew up on it, and yet you can barely speak it. And we got 100%. So now we just need to let Sonia know, and she can track down the cavern Pokemon. We have data on all the Swords of Justice, so we will run away from this Bolt-Fud. So we will speak with Sonia at a later date. Let's quickly see what this has to say. August 18th. Under the care of our ancestors' healing ways, the visitor's wounds were mended. It stank back in fear if approached with open palms. So all kept their hands closed in its presence. Once it regained its full strength, the visitor emitted a dazzling blue light that breathed life back into our wilted fields, blessing them with the promise of harvests once more. Perhaps this was its way of showing its gratitude. Interesting. More backstory for Calyrex. Which, by the way, those pedestals I think is the only way you get like any significant backstory from Calyrex. You get some trees. I know for a fact Dragonite can spawn here in the right weather conditions. So if you're looking for an easy Dragonite to capture, go there. And we're almost done. Just have to run away from more Bolt-Fuds. Yeah. not much left in this area, so as we clear up the remaining of the area and find some items, like a Dawnstone, basically makes certain Pokemon evolve. So if you have a male Kirlia, you can evolve into Gallade. And I think there's a few other Pokemon that can evolve using the stone. Seeing that we've checked out the entirety of the lake, in the next episode, we'll start chasing after those birds. It might as well be convenient and start looking for the bird that's somewhere within the Crown Tundra. See you next time.